For this assignment, you have 4 different exercises, and each of these exercises it describes a situation that you might run into in the real world. And what you need to do is download the Minitab data or the Excel data. If you download the Excel data, you should copy and paste that into Minitab, and otherwise you can just directly use the Minitab data. Now, the first thing I'd like to show you is that here's what the workbook looks like, and you have the different files shown in the window to the left, and those are just different spreadsheets with data in them, and you then match that to the situation described in the assignment. But I'd also like to show you the Minitab Help function because it's very useful. So what you see here is that in this case we're doing quality, process, and improvement charts, and it lists all the different menu items that are shown on Minitab and what they do. So for our situation, if you read the problem, you'll see that a P chart is the appropriate chart to use. If you didn't know that, you could find that out, because if you go to Minitab and you click on the Assistant tab and then you go down to Control Charts, you'll see a little chart, and it's going to walk you through the process. We have attribute data because they're counts. You have defective items because a TV is defective if it has 1 or more bad pixels. And then this gives you a guide. It tells you the P chart monitors the proportion or percentage of defective items, and it tells you that sample sizes can be unequal. So using that information, we now know that the P chart's the appropriate chart. What else we know is that if we go to the help, we get additional help on using the P chart. So if you click in the contents and go to the Quality and Process Improvements tab and expand that, and then go to the Control Chart tab and expand that, and then go to the P chart tab and expand that, you'll see that if you double click, it'll tell you how to create a P chart. So on the right side, it tells you where it's at in the menu, and it tells you what the P chart does. It tells you about the data requirements, gives you an example, and then it shows you how to create the P chart. So the Minitab Help function is very useful. It's something that you should become familiar with, because you're going to find that it's very handy. So I'm going to do the first problem for you, the TV data problem. And as the help showed us, it's in the Stat menu, Control Charts, and Attribute Charts, and P chart. And the variable it's looking for is the count that we're interested in. And in this case, we're interested in the count of bad LCDs. So we double click on the P chart choices over here, put that in there, then it wants the column with the sample sizes in it, and that's column C2, so we basically double click that. I'll tell you what, let me clear these, just show you all the way. So you put your cursor in the variables box, double click bad LCDs, put your cursor in the subgroup sizes box, double click sampled, and then just click OK, and you'll see that this is your chart. Then what I want you to do for the exercise is to interpret that chart. So tell me things about the process. Is it stable? Is it in control or out of control? Why do the control limits move up and down, and that sort of thing? And record that information with your submission. Now, an easy way to do this, by the way, is to go over to the Session tab, click on the little icon, point to the P chart, right click, and tell it to append that to the report. Then go to the report pad. There's your chart, and underneath it type what you want to say about this chart. So give me your analysis, and then you can upload and submit this file, and we'll be able to do the grading of that assignment. So I'm going to do this one for you. The other ones you can do yourself, and just explore Minitab. Look around. It has an awful lot of features in it, a lot of help too. So take your time, learn Minitab, and these homework assignments should help you do that.